woolly bugger with crystal flash, lead head. That's a white crappie jig. Just with 2 at a time. Sometimes we catch 2 at a time. If you get those white bass on there 2 at a time, you got a load. Friday when I was here, there was 3 guys up there fishing with spinning rods, and one of them had a fish on all the time. I don't know what they were using, but whatever it was working. Woolly buggers work real good here. This time of year, white works good, but in the summertime, we're catching bluegill and largemouth bass, black, olive woolly buggers. Bluegill love poppers. Dry fly. Hook size about 12, sometimes a 10, sometimes a 14. A lot of people think that's too small, but it catches fish. Crappie jigs work real good too. With a sinking line, you use a very short leader. I use 2X. It's not like fishing for trout with a floating line where you use a 9-foot leader. Because it's sinking, if you have a real long leader, the fly line sinks, but the leader's still up there at the top of the surface. So.
Usually about March to April, as you can see this time, pretty much the white bass are gone, the rough fish are in. But summer, most of the rough fish will be gone. You got to have some water coming over. If you don't, there's a pipe up there that lets some water come through, but it just isn't really enough water. You need 2 to 5 inches of water coming over the dam for it to be pretty good fishing. And all the way to the fall, and there'll be white bass up in here too. Because the shad will come up here and spawn, so there'll be schools of those little shad here before long. I haven't seen any. Matter of fact, I haven't seen that many shad in here this time, but it really is a nice place. When I was a child here in Oklahoma, see, I'm 70 now, you didn't have, they built Grand Dam in the 40s, and this was here. But none of the other dams were here, so you didn't have many, and I grew up fishing below these dams for white bass and everything you can catch for them. Coming up here and catching bass and crappie. And in the 50s and the 60s, they built all Fort Gibson, Keystone, and Pinkill. Yeah, in another month or so, it maybe drops just a little bit and clears up. So I'll bring my grandkids up here and they can swim and fish and have fun. Nice.
Yeah, I got something. Didn't see what it was. You got a gar?
Yeah, it's a gar. And it's foul. Of course. They don't have it. What was it? I saw one come to the top. Look at that. I have a real fish.
That's a fish.